Vanakkam my dear students, in this video we are going to learn harmful microorganisms. Students, already I told you microorganisms have more useful effects than the harmful effects. The harmful effects like disease causing, contamination of our food and water, then rotten of fruits and vegetables, then they make unpleasant smell while they decompose the dead organic matters. Among these, disease causing is the main problem for us by the microorganisms. So in this video, we are going to learn few disease causing microorganisms as pathogens and the diseases which are caused by them and preventive measures and treatment for those diseases. The contents we are going to learn through these videos are what is pathogen, diseases caused by microorganisms in human, in animals, in plants. Apart from that, we are also going to learn prions and virions as the disease causing agents. So first we should know what is pathogen. Disease causing microorganism is known as pathogen. Disease causing microorganism is known as pathogen. Example, virus, bacteria, fungi and protozoa. Among these, the virus and bacteria are more common pathogen and they cause diseases in plants, animals and human beings. Then the study of pathogens is known as pathology. The study of pathogens is known as pathology. And the pathogens enter to our body through cuts and wounds in the skin and mouth or nose and cause diseases. For example, flu, which is caused by virus and the disease spread through air. So when patient sneezes, the droplet containing virus will gets enter to the healthy person when he breathe. That is the reason still we are wearing mask to avoid coronavirus enter to our body. So let us learn some diseases which are caused by microorganisms in human beings, animals and plants. First, we are going to learn diseases caused by microorganisms in humans. The first disease is tuberculosis. Generally, we call it as TB. It is a bacterial disease, and the disease is caused by a bacterium, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, and the disease spread through air and sputum of infected person, which means mucus of infected person. And the symptoms of the disease will be persistent cough and breathlessness. Apart from blood mucus and loss of weight also will appear, and the preventive measure for the disease is BCG vaccine. So we should take the BCG vaccine when our infant period to prevent the disease tuberculosis. And the next disease is cholera. It is also a bacterial disease and the disease is caused by a bacterium Vibrio cholerae, and the disease spread through the contaminated water. So when we drink the contaminated water, we will affected by the cholera disease. And the symptoms of the disease will be headache, vomiting, nausea, abdominal cramps and diarrhea. Here the diarrhea is the one of the main problem in this disease, which cause dehydration, which means decrease of fluid balance in our body. Hence we should take ORS water, which means oral rehydration solution, which helps to maintain the fluid balance in our body. And the preventive measure for the disease is anti-cholera vaccine. So we should take the anti-cholera vaccine to prevent the disease cholera. The personal hygiene will help us to protect us from the cholera disease. Not only from cholera disease, the personal hygiene will help us to prevent the all those communicable diseases. Then the next disease is common cold. It is a viral disease and the disease is caused by a virus influenza, and the disease is spread through the air and mucus of infected person. Then the symptoms of the disease will be running nose and sneezing. Then the preventive measure for the disease, how to isolate the patient from the healthy persons. Then the next disease is rabies. It is also a viral disease and the disease is caused by a virus rhabdoviridae, and the disease spread through animal bite. And the symptoms of the disease will be fever and hallucination, which means like illusion, and paralysis, which means difficulty to swallow the food. And then preventive measure for the disease is anti-rabies vaccine. So if we want to breed the pet animals, we should take the anti-rabies vaccine. The next disease is amoebic dysentery, and the disease is caused by a protozoan Endeamoeba histolytica. Then the disease spread through food and water and flies. Then the symptom of the disease will be severe diarrhea and blood in stool. Then preventive measure for the disease have to follow proper sanitation. Then the medicine for the treatment metronidazole antibiotic. Then malaria, it is caused by a protozoan plasmodium and the disease spread through female anopheles mosquito. Then the symptom of the disease will be nausea, vomiting and high fever. Then preventive measure for the disease, we should use mosquito repellents to avoid mosquito bites. Then the medicines for the treatment, quinine and chloroquine. Then diseases caused by microorganisms in animals. The first disease is anthrax. This disease also affects human beings who are handling the animals. Then the disease is caused by a bacterium, Bacillus anthracis. Then the disease spread through contaminated food and soil and also from infected animal to healthy animal or human beings. Then the symptoms of the disease, difficulty in breathing, unconsciousness and loss of appetite. So then the preventive measure for the disease have to give anthrax vaccine to animals as well as human beings who are handling the animals. Then the next disease is foot and mouth disease. This disease is caused by a virus, aptovirus, and the disease spread through air and animal vectors like flies. Then the symptom of the disease will be fever, blisters in mouth, weight loss and decreased milk production. Then the preventive measure for the disease have to give FMD vaccine to the animal. Then diseases caused by microorganisms in plants. The first disease is citrus canker and the disease caused by a bacterium Xanthomonas axonopodis and the disease spread through air and water. Then the symptom of the disease, lesions will appear on leaves, stem and fruits. Then the treatment for the disease have to use copper based bactericides, so the chemical will kill the bacterium. Then the next disease is potato blight disease and the disease caused by fungus Phytophthora infestans. Then the disease spread through air and the symptom of the disease, brown color lesion will appear on the surface of the tuber. Then the treatment for the disease have to use fungicides, so the chemical will kill the fungus. Now we are going to learn about prions and virions as also the disease causing agents. The first one is prion. The word prion, which is derived from the statement proteinaceous infectious particle. So they are protein particle which create the infection. Then they are smaller than virus. They are smaller than virus. Then they do not contain nucleic acid, neither DNA or RNA. So it is different from the bacteria, virus and fungi due to absence of nucleic acid. Then they can trigger the normal protein and fold into abnormal protein or mutate protein and cause brain related diseases like Cru and Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Variants. The variants are complete virus particle, so it includes nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA, then protein coat and envelope as it is present in virus. But the difference is they are extracellular infective form of virus. Here extracellular means outside the host cell. So if the virus found outside the host cell, they are called as virions and it has the capacity to create infection in living tissue. So this lesson concludes with this. Let's we recall the points that we learned in this lesson. Microorganism, the organism can be seen only with help of microscope is known as microorganism. Then virus, it is a acellular organism and it shows both living and non-living characteristics. Then bacteria, it is a single cell prokaryotic organism. Then fungi, it is a eukaryotic non-photosynthetic organism. It may be either unicellular or multicellular organism. Then algae, it is a eukaryotic photosynthetic organism. It may be either unicellular or multicellular organism. Then protozoa, it is a eukaryotic single cell organism and it lacks chlorophyll. Thank you, my dear students. I hope you are clearly understood about the microorganism. Thank you. Thank you, my dear students.